EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2. Now Taylor. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
1st and 10.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well in this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? This time Taylor will throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Ravens 0. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
And a Raven first down.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a first and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Pass incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Number 30.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Taylor flush to his right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Dobbins running out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Young on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
The Raven first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Jackson's going to keep it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Ready to go, boy.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Taylor escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Returnable here for Davis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll go again with Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Taylor. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Operating from the gun. Taylor eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. To throw again, Taylor. They'll find Lindsey here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
To throw again is Taylor. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Able to find Waller. That's complete. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Texans 21, Ravens 6. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for you.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On first down, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Taylor eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And this this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
6-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 30 yards. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Texans 21, Ravens 19. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
You. Watch twins. He's checking.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. 3rd down here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Taylor. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, Taylor going to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Ravens.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcaster.